All right, so welcome to your explosion stretching. So the first one is when you warm up before you do lifting, before you do a Metcon, you're gonna do a couch stretch. By the way, if you look at my toes right here, this sock was not like this when I put it on. Feet are so strong, I'm like hulking out right now. As you see, there's a wide range of couch stretch. You know, this knee can go all the way back against the wall. For me, it's not gonna quite happen. I'm gonna put my knee at a certain point where I can get some upward leverage, and you can feel this just ripping up right here. And so you can see that in the quads and the hips. I wanna try to push my hips forward and then come back, but not overextend, right? I'm just keeping this back straight and lifting my hips up, and that's about as high as I got. Eventually, you go up, and really just get this. It's an easy stretch to do, and you can see a big difference. So hold it for at least 30 seconds, or no more than 30 seconds. So now that you're all couch stretched up, we're gonna go to this weight right here. All right, so we're gonna go back out. Now, there's a lot of different ways I can do this way. What I'm not wanting to do, if you can look at the knees, is collapse in as I rise, right? So this right here is not a good thing. I'm gonna get that external extension, come up, come back down, come up, come back down. Now, if you are mobile, if you're flexible, you're definitely more than welcome to use a 45-pound plate. They'll just get some height off the ground, and we're gonna stretch this motion out here in a proper technique, keeping our core tight, our hips out. We're going up, exploding up and down. All right, so you just saw the example of the calf raises. As you're warming up, it's definitely going to be the coach's discretion to see how many you need to do. Definitely a good general rule, 10, 15 or so. Nice and warm and loose in those calves. You should be able to feel a little bit of difference in those ankles. So next stretch, we're going to again reinforce that strong jumping technique with knees out, all right, arches on the feet. We go up like that, right? So you can look at an example of what not to do, collapsing the arch, my knees go in. So this, I do see this a lot, people actually touch their knees as they jump. No good, no go. So now we want to do the exact opposite of that. We're coming out like that, we're getting a full arch right there with our feet, and we're going up. You want to get about 30 jumps in. You can jump on a box, you can do from bottom to bottom jump, wherever you're at. But at least get that practice of good form and jumping. Remember, this is the key right here. Arches and externally rotated knees. So as we come down, you're gonna see I come up like that. Looks a lot different than this. So, externally rotated, collapsed. Externally rotated, collapsed.
And how do you generate a strong arch, Derek?
Externally rotate your hips.
There you go.
All right, so after you've done your explosive workout, after the strength portion, after the Metcon, we're gonna do a little bit more to improve our mobility. We're gonna start out with a lacrosse ball. We're gonna work on going across our calf muscle as well as up and down our calf muscle. So sitting on the floor, take this lacrosse ball right by the calf. I'm gonna rotate my leg over the top of that ball. Maybe I actually rotate the whole leg over the top, or maybe I just move it left and right. At the same time, I can move it up and down the calf muscle. I want to spend 30 seconds to 60 seconds just kind of exploring this calf muscle. I'm doing a lot of explosive stuff today, so we really want to make sure that this guy has a lot of room breaking apart that soft tissues. After we did our lacrosse ball roll out of our calves, we went back to the couch stretch against the wall. We did it at the beginning of the workout. We're going to finish it at the end of the workout. And in this position, moving left and right, trying to get some of those muscles to break themselves apart as you move, as well as driving the hip forward and keeping a strong upper torso. The last thing we have scheduled for today is a bit of a test. It's going to be that squat. It's going to be a squat test. We're going to start standing up. Get a nice externally rotated position. Make sure my knees are going out. As I drop down on the ground, I'm at the bottom of my squat. My elbows are not bracing on my knees. I'm not hunched over. I'm alert. I'm looking around the room. I want to hold here for as long as I can. But we want to see how long you can hold this for. Max time in this position, 5 minutes. This will open up that lower spine. It'll decompress that. as well as work on the ankle flexibility that I'm sure you guys have been using all class long.